Ignite. CEDH.
Welcome to Ignite CDH, where we talk about anything CDH. My name is Joseph.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Andrew.
And we like to talk over each other.
Yeah, every time.
So today
right?
we're going to talk about unbanned upcoming
one day
tournaments.
we'll nail it, absolutely.
Today we're going to talk about unbanned upcoming tournament that we're all playing at, and some tournament prep, maybe an overreaction. So we're going to start it off a bit spicy today with what we think should be unbanned. We've talked a lot about what we think should be banned a lot last week, but we didn't really get into like the current ban list and where it currently sits for us. So we each kind of made a list of what we think should be unbanned, and going to give it a little bit of an explanation slash, if we disagree, we can just try to hard shut down each other, overreact a little bit.
We might yell at each other a little bit, it'll be fun.
Alphabetical order here, from the top of the ban list. First two, no chance.
Well, actually, I think the first balance I thought should be unbanned.
That's because you've never played against balance.
I've never played against it. That's right. So this is coming from I'm somewhat of a new player. Balance. I mean, I read it. It's like for 2 mana, each player chooses a number of lands he or she controls equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifices the rest.
Sure. So I have 1 land out, and I Simian Spirit Guide and tap a white mana for a balance, and you sack all your lands, and now you have 2 cards in hand because I had 2. Somebody had 2 cards in hand, and you have no creatures on board because someone had no creatures. 2 mana to kind of reset the game is a lot.
Well,
we also need to keep in mind they're balancing the ban list for casual commander, not CEDH.
Yeah, like if you look at it that
casual
way,
commander is way too powerful.
I mean,
CEDH
I'm looking at it from a CDH standpoint. Is this a broken card? Sure, but for 2 mana, there's lots. If you have the biggest thing I think for CDH here is the discard cards. So if one person had a wrist stick or a fish and they got fed, and you have not many. But I mean, if you don't have many cards, you don't have a way of protecting it, like a Grand Abolish or a counter spell. So someone counters it if you're way ahead. But it's a good catch-up thing. But I can see for casual, it should definitely stay banned. But I'm looking at this more for from a
zoom in a bit, Kev?
Level.
There you go.
But this is definitely one of the questionable ones. I could see if that stays banned.
I say there's 0 chance of it being unbanned.
If that gets unbanned, just hypothetically, like it won't, but it's too powerful. But how? Like, what decks would play that in CDH?
In CDH, probably none. Winota, maybe.
You might see a new deck emerge where you're
Shorakai might play it because Shorakai doesn't really care about creatures. But it cares about lands and draw. It's not really CDH playable, but it is like we have to take an aspect of casual into perspective. And for 2 mana, you basically get to reset 4 people's resources to be equal. It's a lot to do, and then it also, if you read the wording of it, it does not hit artifacts and it does not hit enchantments. So those artifact and enchantment heavy decks are not going to be punished as hard as other people. So it's not equal. This is really old wording.
This kind of effect is abused by decks. There's a version of this that has a spend that's legal in Modern. And basically what the deck does is ramps out a bunch of artifacts ramp and then cast the spell. So they have a bunch of artifact ramp they get to keep playing, and you have nothing. Because they don't have any lands, they empty their hand. That's how that deck plays.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know 60 card formats, it's different. The one thing now with the Game Changers list, I think Commander ban list, I think over time, it should just be pure power level. Not casual. You have the Game Changer list for that, and balancing like that.
Sure, but this is still on the edge of power level where it would not make the...
Yeah, this is just going to lead to games where, let's say one player's behind. It doesn't even have to be me who's behind, right? John in 4th seat is behind, and I draw this. And even though I'm ahead of John, I'm still behind the other 2 players. So I play this, and we reset the game, and everything we did over the last hour doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you're going to get
And we
more
started with
drag
zero.
from it.
And we
I don't know.
now we're starting with 0 cards in our hand, or 1 card in our hand.
Yeah, someone's bound to be a hellbent. Someone will probably have no creatures, and someone will have missed their land drops. So you're like saying 2 mana. Everybody's now hellbent. Everybody has no creatures, and everybody sacks all their lands except for 1 or 2.
Part of it is power level. Part of it's just an unfun game experience.
Yeah, it's just unfun game experience, and I think even with the idea of the bracket system and the game changers list, unfun game experience is still pretty high reason to ban stuff. It's because, like, the thing is, most of Commander is playing against people that you don't know. In a lot of cases, like right now, game nights at LGSs, a lot of our locals don't run Modern or Standard as often as they used to. It's most stores are doing multiple Commander nights, and they fill up almost every time. And you're playing with sometimes random people, and if you're sitting across somebody and they play an unfun deck, you're just not going to have a good time. It is, yes, there should be like a game changers list, but there is also the aspect of this is just not fun in a format that it was built to be casual. We made it competitive, right? So we can't kind of think of it that way.
All right. So 2 votes against, 1 vote for, so that one stays banned. Next up, I have Biorhythm. I think should come up.
I think we all have Biorhythm up.
Yeah, Biorhythm.
Okay,
it wouldn't see CEDH play. It's just a very safe card to unban. There's a creature that has this effect on it. Not Formidable Speaker. I can't remember what it's called. It's a mythic from Fate Reforged. I'm not going to bring it up, but it's already on a creature. This effect is in the format already and causes 0 issues. This is just on a sorcery instead of an activated ability.
Yeah, because the 2 decks, I think maybe Kinnan or Rogthras plays it, Yoshimar, but I don't even think it goes in there. Like, I don't think it gets slotted into those decks by Rhythm.
No, like, nobody cares about life total in CDH. From a casual perspective, like, people might be funny and play this, but it basically could insta-kill people at 8 mana. Which 8 mana is like
mana,
a
you should be winning the game.
You could argue Cyclonic Rift end step and then Biorhythm your turn, but that's a lot of mana, and I don't think it sees any play.
I think it's fine. It's probably safe enough to be off the ban list, but it's again one of those cards that has like an unfun value to it. So I can see if they keep it on just because it's that unfun value. But it's probably safe enough to be unbanned. Don't think it will see CDH play.
No.
I thought it was
Next one I had... See, I wasn't around when this card was played. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn.
Okay, so that's... I wasn't around when that was banned either. That's before my time.
Okay.
But it's just super powerful and casual. In Commander, you ramp up to 50, or in CEDH, sorry, you ramp up to this. It's probably fine. You attack someone, they lose like 6 life, or they lose 6 permanents.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's like there's better colorless commanders, I think, and they're still pretty niche. Like Zuladoc is better than this, I think.
Yeah, I can see it being played in Zuladoc. I also can see it being played maybe in Kinnan. But all you're getting from that is pretty much the effect of Annihilator 6 and protection from colors.
Yeah. Any deck that plays this is probably just playing it as a shuffle effect.
Yeah. Shuffle effect. Yuriko would play this 100%.
Yeah, but you draw it off a flip, and then you don't want this in your hand. You'll never use it.
Yeah, but Yuriko sometimes plays cards that they don't want to use all the time. This is a 15 mana spell that if you do eventually get up to 50 mana, which they almost ever, is just basically a win con. But it's 15 damage. That's already almost half of your opponent's life totals.
I don't think this wins the game for 15 mana. Not in CDH.
Taking an extra turn doesn't win the game.
For if you're spending 15 mana just to take an extra turn, you're just gonna run an extra turn spell.
Yeah, which is fair. I think it can be unbanned, but I don't think
I think
it is
it's
likely
fine,
to
but
be
it's not
unbanned.
going to be. That Biorhythm card, by the way, is Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. It ramps for 2 mana and then is formidable, 9 and 2 green. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures they control.
I don't know for Kinnan, like Kinnan's moved so far away from these giant creatures like this that you just kind of
Yeah, like I don't see it
I
being
don't-
played. It has no real value.
if it had
It's
a yeah, if it had a color pip like blue or green, so you could at least pitch it to like a Force of Will if it was in your hand, so it's not just stuck there. I
yeah,
don't see how
it
it.
could instantly reset a player though, so it's like could be interesting. I don't know. I don't think it will see play. Will it be unbanned? Probably not because of casual. I think it would be really annoying in casual.
Yeah, a lot of these are probably going to be fine for CDH, but not fun in casual, so they're not going to be
Yeah.
unbanned. That's where I'm assuming we're going to land with most of these. I don't
Yeah.
think this is unbanned personally.
I think it could be a game changer commander, in a sense. Like it could be put on a game changer list or put in the 99. But again, it's so. It was really strong when it's banned, and it is a very powerful card as is.
So say Yuriko hardcast this, another player commandeers it. They would get the Emrakul. but the
Commandeer doesn't
Yuriko-
hit creatures.
Oh, it can't hit creatures. Okay.
There is other
Yeah.
things though that can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Sudden spoil, no sudden.
Sure, but his question was, do you get the cast trigger? The cast
No, you
trigger
don't
is
get the-
Yeah,
belongs
you
to the
don't
player
get
who
it, yeah.
originally cast it.
Cast trigger separate from the creature. Yeah. What's next?
Next one?
I think the next one I had was.
I
Let's see,
have
you wanted
G-
Golos,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I had Golos. I think Golos should come back.
Golos was banned because it's just generically good, which left to unhealthy deck building.
Now, was that before Fierce Guardianship, Deflecting SWAT, and all that?
It was banned in 2021. It was around the same time.
No, Fierce Guardianship came out in, I think it was the 2019 set, maybe the 2020 set.
Yeah, it first printed in 2019, so it came out, I think, at the same time.
It's just 5 mana commander really hurts with those cards.
Commander 2020, so it was a year after.
A year after. So, like, this card is just generically good. It is a... The argument is, if you're going to build a tribal zombie deck, why not just have this as your commander? Or if you're going to build any deck, why not just have this as your commander? Because it is a oddly powerful, just generically good 5-color spell.
But isn't it the same as Kenrith, and Kenrith is a lot better?
No, this is... I would argue this is better than Kenrith.
This also has the problem that your commander tax is effectively 1 because you ramp every time you cast this.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And there's no, like, if you read the description here, there's no real reason not to choose this if you're going to play 5 colors. You get to play 5 colors, you get to play all the best cards, and nothing's tying you to a specific strategy with it.
And it's also a win con if you can make
Yeah.
Infinite Uber.
Yeah, Kenrith
Right.
is similar in
Yeah.
that it's, like, very good, has activated abilities, is all 5 colors. It's, like, I have a 5-color deck that's just, like, generic. Well, it's not generic good stuff, but it's a theme deck, but it has Kenrith because I just needed a 5-color commander that does stuff.
Do you think, would this see any CDH play? Because I don't see it.
Golos-
I think it will be a commander in CDH.
Golos saw CDH play, yeah.
Oh, it did? Okay, alright, so it is better. Okay. Just looking at it doesn't seem that good, but I guess...
It's just 5-color good stuff, and then
Yeah.
because it's colorless, you can ramp into it on turn 2, especially when we had mana.
And it's an outlet.
Or mana.
Yeah, and an outlet. Yeah, I got. Okay, I see. And we don't need more 5-color good stuff soup. Okay, you guys convinced me.
Yeah,
Let's
this
keep
is
that
already
banned.
good enough.
Yeah, I don't think this becomes unbanned, unfortunately.
Gristlebrand?
I had Gristlebrand.
Yes. Okay.
Gristlebrand, 7 mana, flying lifelink, pay 7 life, draw 7 cards, 7/7. Iconic creature from the Avacyn block, the original Avacyn block. Or Innistrad block, I guess it is. I don't think, for what black can do now, I don't think it really stands out. It's good. Just, like, pay 7 mana, pay 7 life, draw 7 cards won't ever be bad. But, like, this or Crick. Probably Crick. Right? This or, what's the other mono black? We have another mono black deck in the format.
The thing with this is, it is a very absurdly, like, if this comes out, it's just like, as your commander for casual, it if you get to 8 mana, which black has a ton of rituals to get there, it's pay 21, 28, 35 life, draw 35 cards. Like, it is very dominant for a creature, like a repeatable draw thing for life. People don't really care about life as a resource, and it is just a very strong card. I don't know from the casual aspect if this should be unbanned, but from a competitive aspect, I think this is fine. Like, it will go in Crick. Crick will love it because it basically says pay 8 life, pay 4 mana, and then you could pay 7 life to draw 7 cards. Or even better, put it into your graveyard and necro-use it.
But I think, first of all, it's a design miss. I think it should have been either 7 mana or 8 mana, and then 8/8 with pay 8 life for drawing cards. All the 7s, then 8. But, I mean, there's so many other reanimator things. If you reanimate it, it's fine. And then for the command zone, isn't Spider Gwen, that deck you played, Kevin,
Gwenum,
just a better version of that? Gwenum?
No, Gwenum's worse.
You're going to draw more from Necro with Gwenum, right?
Gwenum, it's just
They're different abilities.
it's different. It's Gwen is more comparable to Bull as a Citadel, right? Where you're casting off the top of your library. This, like, you want the cards in, you need the cards in hand, so you're drawing the cards, right? And then you're playing stuff that gains you life, so you can do it again. I think this would be a fine CDH commander.
Oh, really?
It would. I think it would. Initially, I think we would butt heads with Crick, and whichever one was more consistent would come out on top. I think the play styles would be similar enough. Like, you would play Bull as a Citadel in this. Because you can look at the top card. Oh, I don't want that. I'm going to pay 0 life and get rid of it. Or I want to cast this. I'm going to, it'll be a heavy life pay deck. The issue again is, how is this treated in casual? And if someone rolls up to a casual table with this, it's probably one of the things where you're getting pup stomped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any power level, like, you could say this is a tier 3 deck and have no game changer cards in it, and it still is an easy win because you ramp out
even just like playing this fairly, where you like, oh, I have my empty hand, I'm going to pay 7, draw 7, and then I'm going to just play a regular game of Magic outside of that. That's still really good. I think they might try to unban it eventually. I'm not sure it comes around this time. I think there's stuff they want to try first. I don't think they're gonna unban like 50 things at once. So I don't think this gets unbanned this time. I think this might be on the watch list for an unban, though. I don't think it's so far gone.
It might be on watch list.
I don't think it's so far gone that it can't be unbanned. But should we move on?
Yeah.
Hull Breacher.
Next one I had was in the L's.
We talked about Hull
Breacher.
Breacher.
You guys want to talk about this?
We just talked about it last episode. I'm back and forth on whether it's too powerful or not. It's not.
I think it's just unhealthy gameplay.
Yeah, it's not the draw denial that's part of the problem. It's the rewarding it as well. So, I think this remains banned. But
it makes all good blue decks just better. It's too good, I think. Yeah.
Well, any blue deck that has wheels, like, it's just absurd.
I put Iona Shield of Emeria for unbanning.
No, it's not going to see unbanned for casual play.
Yeah, it's no fun. It's no fun in casual just to have even just part of your deck shut off.
If one player plays Iona as their commander, they can shut out either an entire player from playing or multiple players from playing the game.
I know. Yeah, I guess
it's unplayable.
Yeah. I think there's a problem when we're banning for casual when there's game changers now. I think we have to look at banning.
Sure, I don't disagree with that concept, but again, with the idea of unfun gameplay, it's not the power level that matters for this card. It's how do you feel when you sit across from this?
Yeah, you're playing Kinnan and someone not competitive, like casual. You're playing your Kinnan deck, a 2-color deck, and someone across from you says Iona named green.
Or if you're playing Iona and somebody is across from you is playing Iona, and they say white, now you have no cards in your you could cast.
Yeah,
The thing is, it's like even in a casual game, like green's probably ramping out and dropping a Crater Hoof before you can get to 9 mana.
Not
Oh,
in a
you cheat this
casual
in,
game.
you don't cast it.
Oh, okay. There's a cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah, but then are you cheating things in casual? I guess, or is that
Yeah.
Yeah,
higher
people cheat
power?
stuff in all the
Okay.
time.
All right.
Kali
Yeah, I don't
cheats
know.
things into casual commander. This isn't being unbanned for me. Not a zero chance.
From the fun standpoint, I see
Yeah,
it. Okay.
especially because they pushed off banning it for so long. They wanted people to solve it, and no one did.
Well, how's this any different than Cephalid, that Constable or whatever, where you bounces all blue creatures and then you can't play blue spells?
That's
Well,
only
you get
blue.
to name a color, so
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I see. I
and,
got you. Okay.
like if you bounce my blue creatures, even though I'm playing mono blue, I can still bounce or transform, or there's like soft removal in blue to stop.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
just
I
like
gotcha. Okay.
you can't Doomblade this after I name black.
Yeah.
Right.
And then another player isn't incentivized. to,
Doomblade
like,
doesn't hit legendary creatures, does it?
Doomblade is destroy target non-black creature.
A non-black, my bad. I know there's
think
one
it's
that says legendary creature, non-legendary
Yeah,
creature.
that's I don't remember.
So I think the next realistic one is Jeweled Lotus.
Jewel Lotus is the next one. I think this gets unbanned.
I think that's pretty heavily hyped to be unbanned.
Yeah.
I think we all have the consensus that it can be unbanned. In a casual play, like, yes, it ramps out. It just makes more decks viable. It is literally the only format this card can be played. Technically, it can be played in Brawl or... I think it's banned in Dual Commander. But it's like, there's no real format that this card can really be played outside of EDH. It makes bigger mana commanders more viable, while making 4-mana commanders a little strong overall, like a little stronger than they should be. But I think that's just one negative to a lot of pros. I don't see why this was necessarily banned. I see why it was banned, but at the same time, I don't see that it was correct to ban it. With the Game Changers list, I think this can be popped on the Game Changers list pretty easily, and it just feels like it would be
the Game Changers
a
list.
choice.
Yeah. I think it's fine to unban in CDH and in casual. Like you said, it helps as a game changer. You're only going to see it in game changer games, and it's going to help those expensive commanders actually play.
Niv Mizzet is so much better.
Yeah,
I think
and the price.
It's healthy for the format.
I think this is going to get unbanned. Just looking at the price, it's back up to $70 on the US on El Goldfish, and it never dropped below 30. I think it was fairly assumed this was going to come back for a while.
Yeah, a little I wish I didn't sell mine, but at the same time, I'd probably put it towards something valuable, so I'm happy. I think I sold it for a Taiga.
I kept mine. So. I considered buying special versions, but I just never had the money for it. But
Same as you, Kevin. I considered it, never did. I'm glad I kept it.
I think this will come back. This is one of my I would bet money this will be unbanned.
Speaking about money, Leovold, the card draw king.
I agree. I think he should come back. I think
he is strong. He can be very scary for sure, but I don't think he is too powerful for even casual.
I think it's good. Limit some card draw. Card draw has gone kind of extreme lately. I think he'll be good stacks deck.
Is there no price history available? That's weird.
Yeah, I think it's probably honestly between Biorhythm, Leovold and Jeweled Lotus. I think those are my top 3 unbannable cards pretty easily. I think Golos is pretty high up there too, but I like Leovold a lot. I think he is a very good at stacks, but what else are you really doing?
Yeah, this in CDH this has the benefit of being able to just draw a bunch of cards with wheels and end the game eventually.
And this basically has the original ward. You and Leovold, you and your permanents have draw a card as the ward cost, and it has to be paid.
Yeah.
All right. You may pay it, but
yeah. I think this is probably fine to unban because the new commander panel is looking at it like the reason they took commanders off the game changer list is because like when you flip up the commander, oh, I don't want to play against that. Please, can we change things up, or can I play I'm going to play a higher power thing to match that, right? Yeah. I think they might test that with this card. The problem is if people just sneak it into decks as a hidden commander in casual, that's when it's going to become a problem. But I think for CEDH, it's good. It's fine.
I think it will see play in CEDH, but I don't think it will be great in CEDH unless you find like a good stacks build. But the hard part is it's not in white, which has a lot of like the great stacks pieces.
Yeah,
it would be an interesting build around.
Yeah, you'd be playing it with wheels and stuff, and cards that like draw your opponent's cards for draw the table a card, right? Like
yeah, and this has like the non-hull breacher line where it's like it's not you're not gaining advantage by punishing your opponents. You're just punishing your opponents.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a very fair card, and I think being an elf and green, maybe some stacksy. It doesn't have white, but some kind of stacksy mana build. I don't know. It seems interesting. I'd like to see someone make a CDH deck out of it, but I don't know.
Oh, good. I mean, you can bring up CDH decks from that time. You'll see what they were.
Yeah, I mean, so much.
But I guess the format's come
2017. Yeah,
in the last 10 years almost. Yeah.
Yeah, really, that's not.
So what do we have next?
I'm down in the P's.
Well, I've got
next ones are like
I think limited resources.
No, not a chance.
See, for someone, I played a lot of my AC casual landfall deck at the start with giant sea monsters and ramp. You should have answers. People should not be so anti-land destruction in casual.
This is not anti-land destruction. There's a total of 10 lands in play at most between 4 players. You're each allowed to have an average of 2.5 lands for the entire game.
When they start,
each player chooses 5 lands they control, sacrifice.
Yeah, and then read the bottom bit.
Yeah, so once you get to that...
No. So us 3 are playing a game, right? You have 3 lands, Joe has 3 lands, I have 4 lands. No one can play lands.
But it's just an enchantment, you can blow it up. It's just the big thing is you sacrifice.
Everything's can be just blown up, but it's just Gristlebrand. It can be blown up.
When they start the reasoning off with limited resources is probably the easiest card on the ban list to justify, you're going to have to make a very good case to take it off the ban list, my friend.
I mean, that was also
one mana that restricts lands.
There's a lot more removal since 2008. Like I don't.
This is not getting unbanned. This is
no offense, Andrew. This is probably the lowest card other than Power 9.
Do you think this sees CDH play?
Yeah.
You think so? I don't.
I don't know about CDH play. I don't think it will be good in CDH because.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like there's not even 10 lands in a game sometimes.
Yeah.
But that CDH is fine, but it's the casual players that you have to remember. Like, if I just play this turn 1, nobody can go past 2 lands, pretty much. The game won't be ever stuck at 2.
There's lots of removal, but I'm looking at it purely CDH. I mean,
there's not as much enchantment removal as you think. People don't run that much enchantment removal.
Yeah. Casuals don't play enchantment. Casuals don't play removal for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, it's on the game changer list. So you're looking at bracket 1 to 2 can't have game changers. So you're looking 3.
There is no bracket 1.
I know, but it's there. They shouldn't. They should make a distinction between 3 and 4. I think, but yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a disgusting card. I have nothing more to say about it.
Yeah, right. This isn't going to get unbanned. I see where you're coming from, but I think your lack of experience is betraying you here. This is a disgusting card.
Purely off power. Next up, I know you guys don't like it, but I think it's a little overrated. I have Nadu. I think it should come back.
I thought you were going to say Mana Crypt.
I don't even think Nadu is... I mean, I think Ral's better. I think Blue Farm's better. I think Kinnon's better. I don't think this is that broken in Commander.
I just don't like how let's say in the casual or competitive format, it takes a long time to resolve Nadu combo because it's not an infinite combo. It's not something that I can say, I'll make a million dudes and draw my deck as easily. Like, you could get to that point, but it's like, you could shortcut it a little bit, but it can't. It's an really unshortcuttable.
So I was thinking about that. So if you're banning off, you can't keep it banned though. I don't think so off time, because then Kark Sakashima is an even longer deck to play, and that's not banned because of time.
Yeah,
I
but
do believe Krakashima should be banned, but that's just me. Well,
Actually, I agree with you too, Kevin. I agree. Like, I'd like to see it go.
You only
But
need
that
to
is,
Kark,
yeah.
but I see, yeah.
I see what you
but
mean.
it's
Like, yeah. Both those play
At the
patterns
same-
are too time consuming. I agree with both of you. Yeah.
Like, Kark Shakashima, at least you're doing different actions. It sucks, but it's different actions. This is the same action. You're equipping Shuko to 9 creatures, drawing 18.
Where do you think it lists, like, power level? How good of is it a top 5 commander, do you think?
Like, ever?
It was
Or
like one of
if
the
it
top
was-
5 CDH commanders when it was available.
It would be on like the Blue Farm Roxai level.
Up there, yeah.
And in the 99, like in my Kenrith deck, I was playing Nadu. I was
Right, yeah.
boarding in the Nadu combo because it's just so sick value. I can pay 2 mana to put a 1/1 counter on my Nadu or any creature and draw a card.
Okay, all right. So let's keep the bird banned. He's out. Next
Let's
up,
keep
I have.
the bird banned, but we have a Titan to unban.
I think.
Even before Titan, I think Paradox Engine. It was on the ban list as a potential. They were thinking about taking it off. I think for 5 mana, it's kind of a more expensive Displacer Kitten, easier to counter. I think now it's not as good. It's not as good as Kitten, but I think this should come back.
I think it's better.
This is better than Kitten.
Yeah, I think so too. But Kitten's not like it's breaking any games. Most decks don't play it.
This is also
I don't think it's comparable.
this
to
is
Kitten.
also a time-consuming thing at more casual tables. This isn't.
Yeah,
This wasn't.
It's time. It can
This
be very
isn't a
time
problem.
consuming.
Like, this might not even see play in most CDH decks. It was when
I-
it was banned. It was coming out of CDH decks. I took it out of my deck.
Yeah, I don't.
Which
think
is fair.
it's-
Again, it's like it creates a lot of incidental value and incidental triggers. Like, there's so much you can do with this card. It's just like with just saying Chromatic Ori alone, that card can draw you card and tap for mana. Like, you're basically generating mana, drawing a card, casting a card, generating mana with other stuff, casting cards.
Yeah.
Like, it can really go infinite really quickly.
This is dying for the sins of casual. It's
Yeah.
fine in CDH.
It's just unhealthy as well for casual. I
Yep.
could see it being put on a Game Changers list, but
Yeah, me too.
I think it would just be that unfun effect.
I mean, it would be kind of like Helioid would love this. Wheelioid there, like playing this.
Williod,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decks that would like the effect.
Yeah, like Urza played this
Urza.
effect. Heliod probably would love this effect.
Kinnan might. I don't know. Probably in Kinnan, maybe.
I think like there's possibilities with creature ramp decks, but again, I feel like this card will come into play if OBM is banned more,
Why is that?
because then those creature ramp decks are not as punished.
Ah, interesting. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like I think this card gets disgusting with OBM Gun, which is such a weird statement. Because it doesn't seem like a card that would get stopped by OBM, but I feel like just having too many mana dorks available to you is just really strong.
Yeah. So I think that, like, if this gets
I'm
on
on
the
like
Game Changers list, and it's fine. Like,
I
it's
think
just
so.
high game changers list to ban, so I'm probably going to stick on. It's already banned. Just keep it banned.
it's
Oh, really?
probably
Yeah.
where it's probably where it's gonna end up. It's continuing to be banned. It just takes up too much time at casual tables. And you
Yeah.
gotta think they're not in a tournament and they don't do this on a regular basis. A lot of casuals don't just like cast this, untap, cast this. Like, there's no like, a lot of people don't fast forward. it.
Yeah, and like the description itself says, generally monopolizing the chess clock of the game. Like
Yeah.
you're monopolizing people's time.
So prime time.
Yes.
I think this is probably my number one pick for being unbanned.
I think
It's
Jeweled
it's a
Lotus than
powerful
this.
effect.
Jeweled Lotus than this, I think.
Yeah, this is a powerful full effect. I think we can all agree that getting 2 lands on attack and enters is very strong. It's not like game winning, and it is very preventable. When this was banned, it was unstoppable. Like 2012, when this was kind of reaping the casual format. There was nothing else like this before at that time, and it was like a very not mediocre, sorry, a very strong effect. It was like an S tier effect. Nowadays, it's probably a B tier to A tier card. I don't think it will see a lot of CDH play. It will see a lot of casual play. It will see a ton of casual play. But I don't think it will see a lot of CDH play. It will see it, but I'm not saying
a lot. But you're going to put this in Rock Thras. You're going to put this.
You're going to put it in any Cradle Farm deck.
Any Cradle deck, yeah. I play against this a lot in Modern. It has been in Modern since I started playing Modern. It's been a popular deck since I've started playing Modern.
I've played it in Modern.
I have PTSD because of this card. Fuck this card. This is staying on the fucking ban list for me. Fuck whoever designed it and fuck whoever plays it. I'm done. Boom! You wanted your overreaction? Fuck this card. Stays banned 100 times out of 100 in my universe.
Okay,
it's just personal.
Taking an unbiased notion.
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying biased. This is the fun part of the episode. This is the part where fuck this entire card.
Fair enough.
And it has trample. What the fuck? God, I hate this card.
I think they should have given him reach.
Okay.
That would make more sense. It's a giant. What are your thoughts, Andrew?
I don't know if I want to follow that. I think they should unban it. I don't think from a power level thing. I think from when it was
your two votes are for
2010,
unban. My vote is fuck this card. So we vote in total unban, but fuck this card.
I think we've gotten so much stronger things since
I have
then.
a personal vendetta against this card, and I'm happy to never see it have a C play.
Next up, I think Rofelos Llanowar Emissary.
So I said recurrent nightmare.
Oh,
okay.
There's a sooner one?
Yeah, they printed a 2-mana version of this that works with energy, and there's probably...
The tax of the energy was like a lot. It was really, really good with Dockside.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But there's not really anything else it's really good with that people have found. It's like
No, it fell off after
Chthonian Nightmare
Dockside.
was like pretty medium overall.
Yeah.
Now
really
this card is still very strong. Like it combos with the
Everything.
Golem that I play in Kenrith. Like it will see like a ridiculous amount of play. But I can see it getting removed off the game and put onto the game changers list. Do I think it's likely? I don't think it's likely, but I think I feel like it would be fine.
I don't think this is on the first list of the unbanned. This might be a couple years from now. If they start really seriously unbanning things, then they'll take a look at this. But you don't want
I don't think it's on the short list. I think it's possible.
To shake the format up too much. It's possible, but I think this is maybe a couple years from now we talk about this card, not at this point. If this was unbanned, it would be a CDH card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
there's definitely a lot of lines you could do.
Yep. Lots of combo lines with this card.
Well, like it goes infinite with the Golem that I just mentioned.
Yep.
Why can't I think of my favorite?
If you fix mana, then you have the Sticker Goblin it goes infinite with. If you have a way to fix the red mana into black, there's lots of options to go infinite.
Yeah, there's tons of options. Yep. With Dockside,
Dockside was too easy.
The Chthonian Nightmare was really, really strong.
Yeah.
But then it instantly saw no play after 2023 bans.
Yeah.
Or 2024 bans, sorry.
Yeah. Should we...
Rofellos. Let's move on.
2 mana, so green, tap, add 1 green mana to your mana pool for each forest you control. That's pretty good.
So,
the reverse
for context for you, Andrew, I was around when this got banned, same with Kevin. This was originally put on the this can't be a commander.
This is before I played Magic, just before I played Magic, but it's...
Oh, fair. I was around at this time.
Yeah.
It was banned. It was originally set to
I'm gonna let you
be... They had a separate ban list that was banned as commander.
Okay.
And they got rid of that list. And Gristlebrand and Rofellos were both on this list. Rofellos was put... they said, okay, we don't want to maintain 2 different lists. We're just going outright banned cards that we don't want to see as commanders. So that's how Rofellos got onto the ban list. I think as a commander, it can be really, really strong for casual play. Like, it's an absurd casual play command.
Is it? Oh, right, because all the basic force. Because it's kind of like, as a commander, would be a Savala type of thing, right? You make a lot of green mana.
Yeah, but the effect is, like, in green, you're naturally ramping your colors as it is. Like, you're naturally ramping your lands. This basically says every ramp spell you cast, you basically double the effect.
Yeah. Like, this might see play in Kinnan if it's unbanned, because you play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, you have all forests. It can make a lot of mana, but it's not amazing. Like, I don't think it's ban-worthy anymore. What do you think?
The only reason why I don't think it's ban-worthy is because of OBM, but I want OBM banned. So I think this would be really strong with OBM gone.
You think so? Okay. It can make a lot of mana, yeah.
It's like an absurd ramp creature.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, Sir Kevin has walked away. We're going to just wait for his opinion.
So if you think, like, Smothering Tithe of insane ramp, this is less ramp than Smothering Tithe. It's a little different. It comes out sooner, but...
It comes out sooner, but in a casual play, in an elf casual deck, this is your commander. So, like, you're guaranteed it. Or finding a Smothering Tithe is, like, 1 in 99, plus whatever searching effects you have. So, that's, like, a big difference that you have to remember. Because it has that stupid text legend, you have to kind of be like, okay, what's the worst case? The worst case is you play turn 2, you play this. Per turn 3, you have 5 mana. And that's just like the low ball of it.
So you cheat out, or you cast a Primeval Titan if that gets unbanned soon, or some big mono green thing. Like, it's, I don't know. There's a lot of mono green commanders that are doing that.
It's not like it was unfun seeing it in casual pods. I don't think it's good enough nowadays, so I can see it being unbanned. I'm like, I think it's not on their short list, though.
And like Kevin was saying before, even if it is as a commander, he was saying, like, you sit down, you see their commander, you determine if you want to play a stronger deck or not play against that deck at all for casual play. It makes sense. I think it should come back.
I don't think so. I don't think it's bad.
Sorry.
What's your opinion about Raphaelos?
Probably... I don't think it would see a lot of... Like, it would be in the 99. I wouldn't worry about it as a commander.
Casual elves, I think it would.
No, it would be a casual elf commander.
It would be really strong in, what is that? Green-black elf deck? Myria? No, not a Myria. Myra? Mirrodin? I can't remember. It's like the most popular casual deck.
The one that taps 10 elves to do 10 damage.
Oh, I know that one.
We don't play casual, so I don't remember.
Something Blade of the Elves.
It's literally the most popular commander, I think, in casual.
I don't know. It was, well, maybe actually.
Who has the next one? Because I am near the bottom of the list.
I have S. Sundering Titan.
Raphaelos, Sundering Titan. Yep. 8 mana. When it enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, choose a land of each basic land type, then destroy those lands. You had it, Angel. What do you? What's your thoughts?
I don't think, from a CDH perspective, it's not going to see any play if it comes back. I don't think we should bring it back.
I agree. From a CDH perspective, it might not see play, but in a CDH game, you could basically destroy all your opponent's lands.
Yeah,
and not yours.
Not quite the CEDH players that we all know and love, but MTG Goldfish recently had a play episode where they played no ban list, and they Seth just like looped this and destroyed everyone's lands that had a land type. It was pretty dominating, but it's really tough to get out, even in a CEDH game.
Yeah. But, like, there is ways to cheat. Like, you could cheat this in with Goblin Engineer.
Sure.
Goblin?
Yeah. I'd probably be more afraid of a Bolus of Citadel coming in, though, from Engineer.
Welder, yeah. I completely agree, but, like, there's ways to cheat it in. It's not really fun in casual. Again, with that fun aspect of casual, I think this is a very unfun card. I can see it staying banned.
Yeah.
Because it's Armageddon is different because it affects everybody. This really only affects your opponents in a negative way. And it's basically, it says when it enters, destroy up to 5 lands. When it leaves, also destroy up to 5 lands.
Yeah, that's big, the leaves. You flicker this and everything, it can go pretty nuts. I see.
Well, you flicker it, but if your opponents try to kill it because it's a 7 damage thing coming at you every turn is like a huge negative to get it killed or exile. Like, it doesn't say when it dies; it says when it leaves.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think you're right. It's not a fun thing with this. It's taking people out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
Yeah.
What's your next one, Andrew?
Sylvan Primordial.
There it is.
Yeah, I figured he would say that one.
It's on your list. Take it away.
Hey, this one has reach. When it enters, for each opponent, destroy target non-creature permanent that player controls. So usually a land or an artifact, a mana rock. For each permanent destroyed that way, search your library for a forest, put them onto the battlefield, tap and shuffle your library. Just kind of what we want to be doing. It enters, you destroy some mana rocks, and then it ramps you some tap things. Like, it's not groundbreaking. It's not, the effect isn't as good as Thundering Titan.
This destroys lands. It's literally groundbreaking.
Yeah, just one. Just one land for each opponent.
He's making a pun, Andrew. He said it's groundbreaking.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
That took a second. I was too deep in the card for the analysis. Yeah. There we go.
Again, when this was banned, this was probably one of the most powerful effects in Commander. Like, it felt really strong. It's not just you're looking for 3/4. It's not just destroying a permanent on your opponent's field. It's also ramping you. So it's like, okay, I got up to 7 mana. My opponents probably are at 4 or 5. Now they're probably 1 mana shorter or just lost a huge effect. And I'm now up to 10 mana for my next turn.
Sure, but if you compare this to Vorinclex, both the Vorinclexes, Craterhoof, like anything else for 7 mana creature, it's got to be having some impact when you cast it.
Yeah, but the thing with like Vorinclex is like, typically people were trying to do that as a commander, and people are just like, I prefer you not play that. This can't be your commander. It's just in every green deck. It was in every single green deck, and it was really annoying.
For me, this falls into the problem of not a game-winning spell, but it's good enough that the game's going to get drawn out too long.
Not even that. I think it's not a game-winning spell, but it puts you in too dominant of a position.
You think so? I think it's being outclassed by... What's the one that's even old now? Avenger of Zendikar is better than this. I think there's so many...
Not remote.
Not even the same, even close, dude.
Avenger of Zendikar doesn't destroy
the issue is, again, it's an enter the battlefield effect, which means flickering it at any point, like Ephemerate, Flicker, a Dead-Eyed Navigator, you're destroying multiple lands and just getting more lands out. Like, this card was nuts when it was banned, and it's still really strong. It won't see CDH play because it's terrible in CDH, but it will see casual play, and it will be annoying for casuals.
Well, Craterhoof isn't a game changer, right? This is far worse than Craterhoof.
Sure, but again, you're comparing a apple to another fruit. Like, they're two different things.
Craterhoof
right?
also will just end the game when it's played. You pay 8 mana, you attack for 400, and you end the game.
Yeah, it's that's a bomb. That's a bomb.
You got your game-winning spell. We all scoop and play the next game. This is like, you play it, you destroy our best permanents in ramp, and then the game kind of goes on, even though we're all in a shitty position, and you're now in a really good position.
Well, okay, what about Avenger of Zendikar? They both have the ETB. You play it, you make all these tokens, and then they act as your blockers, and then if it comes around to your next turn, you just kind of win with an overrun effect.
And you're still winning on your next turn. This doesn't win you the game the turn after you cast it.
Yeah. I just think it's outclassed by a lot of cards today, but yeah.
The replayability effect of Enter the Battlefields is just really, really, really strong.
Yeah, it just doesn't end the game quick enough for something that has that kind of effect on the game. Because if you blink this twice or 2 or 3 times, now suddenly you're 12 lands ahead, 9 lands ahead.
And just imagine just having Ophelia.
This is just
having this with Ophelia is just like orgasmic.
This isn't going to be. This isn't going to be unbanned. I vote no to this.
Right.
I vote no.
You guys vote no? Okay, I have a feeling I know your next vote then. My next one is all the way to use.
Yes, Upheaval? I also have Upheaval.
Oh, you have it? Okay, good.
Really?
I think should come back.
I know the strength of Upheaval from Vintage Cube. It was never never played in Commander because it was all banned from the day Commander was kind of conceived.
Yeah.
It's a really, really strong effect. If you are playing a artifact-based ramp deck, this basically says return all permanents and then put out all your artifacts. Or if you have a surplus of mana, you can recast a lot of your stuff. It's a really powerful effect. I forgot that it said all permanents instead of lands. I'm kind of against it now that I'm rereading it. But again, it's like one of those cards that I can see being unbanned. The fact that it's like doesn't punish the person who's playing it because they can over tap for it and then recast a bunch of stuff, and then all your opponents can't really play stuff. It's like I think it's on a low chance of being unbanned, but I can see it being unbanned.
I don't think this gets unbanned. A lot of things that say reset the game just don't get unbanned. This just says reset the game.
For sure.
With a minor advantage of you get to play 2 or 3 things.
Andrew,
again,
you had this on your list.
Yeah,
What's
so
that?
let's hear you, Andrew. What are your thoughts? But my thoughts are this doesn't get unbanned.
I mean,
Ever.
I think you're right. It's not going to get unbanned because it's an unfun play pattern. But for 6 mana sorcery that you're not really doing much, it just restarts the game. I don't think it should be on the ban list. It's not. I think the ban list should be banned for powerful cards or like game-breaking effects that aren't healthy for the format. I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it's just let people play cards.
So this was my last time I played in a Vintage Cube. Okay, I had 6 artifacts that produced me multiple mana. So I had, let's say, 8 mana. I think I had 10 mana available to me. I paid 6 to bounce all my permanents, bouncing my opponent's stuff, all his lands, all his artifacts, everything. He can't cast anything, but then I can proceed to cast all my artifacts and re-ramp myself out as though nothing happened to me. It's like a cyclonic rift that hit everybody's lands.
I mean, it sounds like you were already in a winning position before this went off, though, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No.
I mean, usually it's a risky play, but yeah.
It's a risky play, but in a Commander game, it's 3 other people that are getting really fucked.
Does any CDH deck play this?
Yeah. I think you could build a deck around this. I think Urza would love to play something like this.
Yeah, play it for free off Urza, or tap all your stuff, bounce everything, replay everything, because you start with Urza and then all your artifacts stuff remain. I can see it.
Yeah, I think Urza would love an effect like this. I think it would be really strong in Urza, and you're basically resetting everybody's board, and now you have counter magic backup as well.
But then that's all the more reason to unban it, because you're helping like a very fringe CDH deck out. You'd be giving it...
Again, that's not the concept of what the ban list is. Like, I get that you're helping a fringe deck out, but the thing is, new decks and new metas happen all the time naturally. You shouldn't necessarily unban or ban to stop a deck unless it's severely dominant.
Yeah, like Nadu.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think the ban philosophy should change a lot. When there wasn't the bracket system, when there wasn't a clear direction with that, it made sense to have these flag post bans, or what they call them. But now that we have game changers and everything, try unban it, try it as a game changer, and if it's broken, then throw it back on the ban list. But I think a lot of them will come off the game changer list.
So here's my issue, is I think that is a very good concept. I just don't think we're ready for that. I think the ban period was way too long for this section. I think it's been a year since we got Coalition Victory out of the ban list and Gifts Ungiven, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were unbanned around now, and we had no other things from the Commander Advisory Committee, or whatever they're called now. So it's been like, if it was more frequent and it was more set up to do that playtesting, I can see that as being the conception, like being very useful. But right now, the new way of this format being monitored is still very new and very being built. It's still in like the very scaffolding phase of the construction. So I don't think I think their plan is to be very modest for now until they have like the grounds and the resources ready to be less modest, be more ambitious.
Do you want an overreaction here?
Sure.
You click on the bottom card. Yawgmoth's Bargain is a worse Necropotence and should come back.
Not a chance.
Don't you think it's a worse Necropotence?
How? What about this card makes it a worse Necropotence?
6 mana as opposed to 3?
Sure, but this says draw a card.
Well,
Necropotence
you put
says
them all in your
exile
hand.
cards, so you can stop whenever you want, is with this card.
But then there's a lot of things like Bowmasters and stuff that punish draws now. Like
Sure.
Narset. Like draw can be a bad thing too, right?
Draw
Keep in
can be
mind,
a bad thing.
Bowmaster probably leaves with this ban.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm assuming Bowmaster is high on the ban list.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Which is benefits you, Andrew, to be fair. But Yawgmoth Bargain basically says pay a life. Instead of Necro where you exile the card face down, you draw that card. And then you are like, ooh, this does not help me. Draw another card. Draw another card. I'll play Soul Spike to gain 4 life. Draw a card.
Yeah. Oh, it's nuts. It would be something because you could draw on other people's turns, pay a life, and yeah.
Like 6 mana to 3 is a lot, but it is the power level of this card is so bonkers that it's stronger than Necro.
Okay, so
It
you
just
think
has
it's
that natural.
stronger than Ad Naus, you think? Yes, right? It's not an instant. That's the one down there.
Yep, this is stronger than Ad Nauseam.
Yeah, this is what Adnaz. I don't like. It's a really, really good card. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay how strong the card is, but Adnaz conceptually is pay 5 mana, draw 20, 10, 15 cards.
Yeah,
like,
but
it's very
12,
random.
15, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But you can only go so deep. This
is
says pay
39,
6
draw
mana,
39.
which is 1 mana more than Adnaz, and draw 35 cards, and still have 5 life left.
Yeah. No, it's definitely strong. It's a really good card. It would see play, but I mean, Peer in the Abyss is really good. It's 6 mana. It doesn't see play anymore.
Peer into the Abyss says target player.
Oh yeah, it's much worse than this. Don't get me wrong. It's much worse. But that's fallen off. And mostly because of the mana value. I don't think it's because of target. Like, sure, the SWAT can hit at the odd time, right? But
Yeah, the thing is, the decks that want it can't deal with SWAT easily. I've swatted Adams Peer into the Abyss. Now, he had an Imp's Mischief and stopped me, but which was wild.
how many decks do you think this would go in? Because it does hurt the Ad Naus decks. It goes well against...
No, it goes...
I think you'd have to play Ad Naus or this. You're not going to run both. Like in
you
Blue
play
Farm,
this every time.
You play
What's
this.
that?
Yeah.
over
you
Ad
play-
Naus.
Oh, absolutely.
It is an upgrade for Roxai.
Now, another downside of it, I believe, you don't get to do your, like, say you get silence on your turn. Say you cast this, get silence. You don't get priority back in your end step for discarding cards, right? Like Necro does. You couldn't Born Upon a Wind in your end step.
That's correct, because there's
So-
no triggers. Like, there's no triggers
Right,
that go on the
yeah.
stack that reset
Yeah.
the end step.
Weirdly, a representative from CAC was on a podcast, and they were like, that the cleanup phase should be fixed. And
No,
it should be...
that's what I was going to lead into. Hire was talking about that. I saw it. Someone post the thing. That's what I wanted to lead into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the question?
I
Should the cleanup phase be fixed? Is that the question?
Well, I was just gonna get
should
the
the
discussion
cleanup
about this,
phase
about how-
discard before silence effects
Yeah.
be removed.
I think that it makes it cleaner, like how he was talking about that explanation of, I forget how he worded it, but like before your discard, like so it all happens at once, so you don't get priority, the silence doesn't wear off. I think that should happen. It's just a cleaner phase of the game because it is very complicated to understand that. I think they should clean it up. Do you guys agree with Hire? They should make that change?
I don't think it's necessary. Like, that change would affect all of Magic. I don't think it's necessary to fix. The thing is, like, you're not going to make a Magic rule change that only affects CDH. To be honest with you. I think
that's the beauty of it because they've done it once with Flash. But the other thing is, it doesn't affect any of the other
They
players.
banned a card when they banned
Yeah,
Flash. They didn't change an entire subsect of the rules.
but
You're
it
talking
really
about
doesn't affect.
rewriting part of the rule book, is what you're talking about.
Yeah, but doesn't it clean the rules up and makes it cleaner? So it's easier for new players to understand?
If they ever went back and tried to make the rules more concise or more, uh, just like if they were to ever do a big cleanup of the rule book, they might change how the cleanup step works. I don't think they're going to do this just for like some niche interactions in a niche format.
And to be honest with you, it's so niche that it doesn't affect almost anybody.
Yeah, it
The
really
only
does.
time this is ever affected is in this very unique scenario where discarding generates a trigger and people want to respond to that trigger.
Which, sure, it's niche for a format, but it's like what? How often does that either happen or tries to happen in the game? It's very frequent now.
I don't think it's like in CDH, yeah, but in Magic as a whole, never.
No,
Like,
never as a whole. Yeah, no.
yeah, and you have to kind of think of that. I don't even think it's on Wizard's brain right now. Like I don't think
No, probably not.
it's on Hire's brain, which I guess Hire is a part of Wizards in a small sense.
Yeah.
But it's not on Wizards of the Coast's brain, and I don't think it should be.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think of it was disruptive. I thought it was like a clearer thing for the rule set, so it was like a positive
I
change.
don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that, but I also just think it. I don't think it's necessarily disruptive, but at the same time, it's like in a weird spot where so it negatively impacts Rogsai because Rogsai doesn't play silences, but it positively impacts Blue Farm that's playing Necro. Where they have a silence effect that now goes to their discard phase. And if you make that rules change, Born Upon the Wind also would follow, because it would be any state-based effect that would be wiped off after discarding. So your Born Upon the Wind, your flash enabler in that sense, would continue past your discard. Your triggers for your discard would happen, and you have that. So it's like, by changing this rule, yes, you're enabling opponent silences to last longer, but you're also enabling the player's silences or player's effects to last longer. So I think there is a concept to it where I could see it being cleaner, but at the same time, like, I don't think it's a big enough problem to care about.
No, neither do I. It's not something I even thought of until he said it there, and it made a lot of sense once he said it like that.
Okay. I got a question for you guys if you got time.
Yeah, I have time for one more.
Okay. Specifically, we're going into a different tournament with the face-to-face tournament, no proxy.
Yeah, so at the time of this recording, Andrew, Kevin, and I are all going to be participating at the face-to-face February 7th tournament. It is a 5K. It is the largest CEDH tournament in Canada that we are aware of, ever. Currently sitting at almost 100 or maybe 100 plus players now. And this will be there. We'll be ready to play. And come say hi.
Yeah, we hope to see everyone there.
This transfers into Kevin's next question.
105 registered people so far, which is fun because that's what I played yesterday. How are you differently preparing your deck for a no proxy tournament? Assuming we have access to all the cards we want, but a lot of people in this tournament won't have access to full CEDH lists, whether it's duels or reserve list or other cards. How are you changing your preparation for this tournament?
I never thought about it. I don't think I am.
I should say I'm playing Blue Farm, which has to adapt to what it's facing. It's a mid-range deck and needs to be able to answer the threats in front of it.
Yeah, for me, I am... well, this is going to be the day before the tournament when it happens, but I'm going to be playing Ral.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the aspect of, I think this is going to be a slower tournament. Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of stacks, and I'm just going to try to get underneath it, is the aspect that I want to go.
Yep.
I am cutting Hexing Squelcher from my list, and that's not because I think it's not a good card. I think it's really... I've hated it every time I've seen it on the other side of the field. I've played a lot of games against it, and it's been strong almost every time. But in Ral, my mana is very tied up. I don't think it has space in Ral to do it. And I just want to add another draw effect or pick up a card effect.
Interesting. I haven't had a chance to play much lately. Kevin, how did you find Hexing Squelcher in your games? Did it come up much?
I've seen Hexing Sculpture probably 4 times across for me, maybe 3, and once or twice in my hand, or I've played it. It's been answered most of the times I played. The one time when I saw it at Tough Mulligans yesterday, there was once I tried to cast it, and it got someone hard cast a Mind Break Trap to counter it. We battled over for the stack a little bit, and I ended up losing, which is fine. I saw it across the table for me in the semifinals, but I can't remember who was playing it. I haven't recorded it anyway.
You had a really busted semifinals.
My semifinals was silly. So I sit down with Vivi. I can't remember that other deck. It had a Hexen Squelcher in it anyway. And Rocco was the seat 3. I was seat 4 on Blue Farm. 3 of us mulliganed to 5, and the guy who didn't was the guy who can't remember what he was playing. He gets the Hexing Squelcher on turn 2. He had a Chrome Box, a really good start. But my keep was land, fish, Thoracle, Consult, and Chromox. I decided against playing Chromox turn 1, partially because I didn't have anything good to exile, and partially because I wanted to not draw attention to myself. So my turn 1 was land, fish. It comes around to my turn 2, and I had drawn a couple cards, including a Bowmasters, and a land, which I desperately needed. So I played a land, cast the Chromox, exile Bowmasters, and just naked Thoracle, and won. Yeah, really. It was just one of those where like I had it, and in 4th seat sometimes you got to take risks, and an early win attempt is a risk. Especially I went into a player with open white mana, but he didn't have an Angel's Grace. Luckily, he had a silence, so it doesn't really affect me. And posturing was really important there because he had no reason to suspect I was going to do anything on my turn. The closest thing you suspect is I upkeep, let my fish die. But I had drawn 3 or 4 cards off of it. I went into the turn with 2 permanents, and I won. I don't think I can blame anyone for not looking at me as a threat at that point. There was also a really weird play in that game where seat 3 tried to Fury seat 1's Vivi. And they talked about it, and the Vivi player said, I'm just going to pump it up, like cast a spell and pump it up. They did, and the Fury did nothing, and instead of hitting the Hexing Squelcher in seat 2. But that play doesn't really matter because of how the game ended, but it was just a really weird, like, almost like, you can't even call it a spite play, I don't think there's any history there. But me and that player talked about it afterwards. It was a really weird play. But yeah, that semifinal was just like quick for me. Got really fortunate to draw the way I did and have no interaction.
Yeah, I believe it was also streamed, so you can go back and watch it now.
Oh,
but what were you going to say about...
They streamed our final, or semifinal.
Oh, I don't remember who they streamed.
I recorded it, so I'm going to post it on my personal YouTube channel. Eventually.
But what were you going to say about Toronto?
Well, yeah, just back to GP Toronto, back to the CEDH Toronto.
Pretty much.
I'm just deciding if I want to change anything in my deck based on the fact that we're not going to have proxies. So personally, I'm not going to have enough dual lands, so I might take out Ad Nauseam. Just because I'm going to be burning myself for a couple more life. And people attack you a lot anyway. Ad Nauseam is still really good, though. That's the struggle for me, is like people feel like they need to answer it. And no, most of the time.
Do you want... I'm not using 2 of my duels. Do you want...
I'm borrowing a couple.
Which ones are...
I can't remember which ones. I gotta talk to...
I have Plat and Scrub.
I think I'll need the Scrub.
Scrub's good, yeah, that's a good one.
I can look... They're both in my counter deck. I'm not playing counter, so...
Yeah.
One thing I always talk about people, like at my locals, if they were learning Blue Farm or TNT, especially Blue Farm, I always say, like, take out Adnos and then run this is what I used to do too, is Blood Chief Ascension. It's a great to get your life. And it shuts off graveyard decks for 1 black.
True.
It's really good. Stops
Yeah.
Underworld Breach. It gets turned on quick.
It's not bad.
I've never considered Blood Chief Ascension in Blue Farm before.
I used
I
to
played
run
it
it.
in Italian, and it was like one of our biggest win cons.
Yeah.
It's tough in Blue Farm, but I can definitely see the positive of it. It's just like a pretty nasty effect on the board.
You got to play it early though, because if it's late game, well, even late game, like it can get turned on like 2, 3, like so quick.
It can be turned on in a turn cycle if you're lucky.
And then it just shuts
But
down
let's-
people if they're just, blind pivot, Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, and then they can't do it. They don't know what to do. And it puts them on a clock. It's really good.
Do you think we're going to see a lower quality of player with so many players coming to this event?
No,
No.
I think there's actually going to be some good players from the U.S. that come up, like they did last time.
Yeah, one of the CEDH Canada Discords has like 10 people coming from Montreal, 10 people coming from Ottawa. Like, people are coming from a long way to play this tournament.
Yeah, like it's a huge tournament. It was a lot of fun the last time we played. It was a lot smaller the last time we played, but I think it's just going to be a good day. I'm not going into it thinking that people are not going to bring their best, because a lot of people have access to cards, and there's like a lot of easy swaps outs to kind of get your card deck still high enough power to play in a CDH tournament. You're definitely going to have people who play stronger decks because they can afford it, but like all of Mississauga is pretty much going with their best decks ready at the hand. I'm not like too worried about power level.
I think
it's going to be a tough game.
I think you will see less 5-color, 4-color partner decks and more like 2 colors mono.
Yeah, 2 colors is going to be very dominant in these tournaments.
Yeah.
You'll see Urza's, Winoda's, I think a lot of that. Magda's.
You'll see, I think there's 4 or 5 routes. There's going to be like half the format's going to be Kinnan. And I wish I was joking. Like half of Mississauga is bringing Kinnan.
Yeah.
But why is it really big there? And Kinnan is.
In Ontario, it's just like one of the most played decks.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I didn't see Kinnan at a tournament.
Well, Orangeville, there's been less Kinnans lately. Like I remember.
Yeah, but
months ago-
Orangeville's proxy, you can play anything.
Yeah.
Kinnan's a 2-color commander that's one of the best commanders in the format.
And a lot of really cheap, financially cheap spells in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you don't need an LED, which is huge for Kinnan.
Yeah.
You don't need a Cradle, but you kind of do. The Kinnan expensive cards are Cradle, Transmute, Tropical, Mox Diamond.
And you can play without drop. You really want Mox Diamond, but you can play without it if you need to. You really like transmute artifacts and your basalt. Yeah, like that. Like,
I don't have transmute, but I like a lot of Kinnans are on Cradle. Not like most are on it, but I've seen a lot that just don't run it.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it can be. It's like it's nice, but it's not necessary. Well, guys,
Evan's on it. What do you think for a quick over under 2 cards unbanned?
Over.
You gotta put a half in there because you
2.5.
I think
Okay,
it's
2.5. Over under 2.5.
I think 3 cards get unbanned.
3 unbanned.
I can see 3 unbanned. Jeweled Lotus.
So I'm on the overside. I think
I'm
Jeweled
on
Lotus in prime time is the easy 2. So that means I want to be over 2. So I'm going to go over 2. Because I think prime time and Jeweled Lotus, that means just wiggle room for 1 more unban. Over.
And I think more cards get unbanned than banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 cards that are realistically on the threat of ban list.
Well, I think they were said
Ristic
and Thassus is what they like the official thing. Then there's been
and then they were like they've mentioned OBM, and then a lot of discussion has been in OBM in the last couple months.
Yeah.
I don't think Thassus is going to be banned. I think Ristic has a small chance, but I think OBM is kind of like the big talk of the town right now.
Yeah. I think we see 3 cards unbanned, 1 or 2.
1 banned.
Yeah.
I'll be on the under 2.5 for bans.
Most likely to get unbanned primetime?
Jeweled Lotus.
Jeweled Lotus.
Yeah. Primetime number 2 then?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Leovold's my number 3.
Yeah.
Leovold. All right.
Okay. If you guys enjoyed the episode, like, subscribe, do all the whiz bangs and woo-haws down below. Once again, my name is Joseph.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Andrew.
And again, we still love talking
one
over
day.
each other. Ignite CDH and have a great rest of the day. Hello. I can barely hear you though. It's probably me, and I can't fix it. Congrats yesterday.
Finals is kind of a crapshoot, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Lose. That's what you're gonna do.
The people you faced were in the finals were like 3 best friends.
Yeah, I got that vibe pretty quick.
Yeah, like there was no way you were going to win that game because they're just going to kind of say fuck it to each other's place.
Yeah.
They had the fuck it we ball mentality.
Good job. Top 4. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You guys are on a tear in that.
Sorry?
You guys are on a tear in it. You're both top 4 back to back.
Yeah. That was good. We started out 2-0, and then I lost 3 in a row, and I really started to doubt myself. Especially because I haven't had a good result in a while, and then but making the top 16 and then into the making the finals was yeah, it really just that it was almost like a flash of doubt, and then that kind of hey, you're I'm actually not a bad Magic player.
No, yeah, definitely
Always
not.
nice
That's
to know.
good. That's awesome. Yeah, I think this went well with the ban list and everything because it'll come out before. We'll see.
Yeah.
I went too far on the. I think, thinking too much on the game changers. I think I went TM. Oh well, that's good.
No, I think it was fine. There was we specifically know that you're a little newer to Magic, so we don't expect you to know things that knowing why Iona is an unhealthy play pattern isn't always necessarily evident when you read the card.
Yeah.
But when you consider the format and exactly how much it shuts off, that's when it becomes a problem. But you're newer to Magic in general. We don't expect you to have the context of the last 10 years for me, probably 15 for Joe.
Once again, my name is Joseph.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Andrew.
And again, we still love
We'll get
talking
it one
over
day.
each other. This is critical.
This is
And
not
we still
very-
like talking over each other. We're Ignite CDH, and have a great rest of the day. Please cut that. I don't know why I was about to say critical EDH.
You didn't.
Well,
You did say it. You
I stopped at crit. My head was just